The challenge of the day began. This is probably one of the most difficult places to guide in Tel Aviv so far as noise. There's traffic, there's bicycles, construction. Behind me is the house of Mayor Dezingov. Mayor Dezingov becomes the mayor of Tel Aviv very early on, and he remains the epic, the most important mayor of the city until this very day. Yes, there's a very long street named after him, and in the lottery of the shells, he accidentally got the honor of living right here on the Rothschild Boulevard number 16, very close to the governor house. Must have been a big chance, right? Anyway,
Something.
Mayor Dezingov was living here with his wife, Sina Dezingov. And when she passed away in 1931, Mayor Dezingov wanted to give her a last honor. Sina Dezingov, what she loved most was culture, art, music, poetry. And he's going to make their house into the Tel Aviv Museum of Art. He goes to some flea markets in Europe. He buys a bunch of oil paintings and a bunch of heads carved of marble, and he places them here and he says, "Voila, a museum." Quickly, he understands that he is an excellent mayor, but a terrible art curator. He's going to bring in a professional who's going to start designing the museum, and it's been a museum ever since 1931. Mayor and Sina Dezingov did not have living children. So when he passes away in 1935, who will he leave his house to? To the city of Tel Aviv, their baby. The baby of Mayor and Sina Dezingov was the city itself. We have here a statue of Mayor Dezingov on his horse, and so this is one of the stations that is kind of telling us the story of Mayor Dezingov and how he used to be on his horse. He loved his horse so much, so then when the horse passes away, he writes there a eulogy of like 30 pages, and the artist took the eulogy and he wrote down the letters on and he carved the letters of the eulogy on the statue itself. So there's the statue of Mayor Dezingov. But this is not the only station that we have here in the Independence Trail. The other station is the Declaration of Independence. So I'm going to travel with you forward to November 29, 1947. We've already been there today, but from the opposite side of the story. November 29, 1947, what happened?
Partition plan. Partition plan.
The partition plan is accepted in the United Nations. The United Nations decides that the only solution for this mess that we have here in Palestine is going to be a two-state solution. And the two-state solution was far from being ideal. And that's why the Jewish side is saying it's not ideal, but we have a ton of refugees and Holocaust survivors. We'll take what they give us. The Arab side is going to say, nah, this is our land. Why should we be giving up not even a bit of it? And the war starts. And during the battles, one of the places that was most attacked was the roads, and particularly the city of Jerusalem and the road up to Jerusalem. Jerusalem in 1948 is a city under siege, meaning the Jewish part of Jerusalem is a part of under siege. There's no medications, water or food that is being transported there. And when finally the last of the British soldiers is about to pack their bags and get out of here in May 15, 1948, the the government of the Jewish people that live here in Palestine needs to decide what to do. Should we declare independence now in this pivoting moment, or should we just wait a little? The United States said they will not back us up. We know the 5 militaries of the Arab countries around us are about to invade. We have no weapons, we have no money. What should we do? And David Ben-Gurion will say, we've waited long enough. This is the opportunity, now is the moment, and we need to go ahead and declare independence. Now, where should we declare independence? Where is the eternal capital of the Jewish people?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem, but what's the problem?
They have the villages.
Under siege, we can't declare independence there. So we have to go for the city that is free, the city of Tel Aviv. Now, the Declaration of Independence should be a fun, happy event, right? In a nice, big structure. But what's the problem? If they were to declare independence in a nice, big structure like the National Theater, the problem is the Egyptian Air Force. If I was an Egyptian pilot and I wanted to cause a lot of damage, it would be easy for me to find the National Theater right under my feet. So we need to find a building that looks like all other buildings, that is completely uniqueness, in an urban environment that is completely blending in. But it cannot be a residential building, because then we won't have enough room for all the people that we're inviting to the ceremony. And then someone said, hey, what about the Tel Aviv Museum? That is already not a residential house, but originally was built to be a residential house, and that's why it looks like all others. So, everyone is congregating here in May 14th, 1948, the day before the last of the British are leaving, because the British are leaving on a Saturday. We can't declare independence on Saturday. So on Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, the ceremony is going to, everyone is going to congregate over here for the ceremony that may have been the most important ceremony in the Jewish history in the last 2,000 years. Because over here, David Ben-Gurion is going to declare the independence of the Jewish state, and that took place right here. Yeah.
Okay, so it was the Tel Aviv Museum. So what did they do with